Let's get to the southern border, because the Border Patrol has released some very worrisome numbers that we want to put up on the screen. The southern border is, porous is a friendly way of putting it.
That's right.
Streaming over the border have been people from countries that hate us.
Yes.
Special interest alien apprehensions, as they're called. Afghanistan, 6,386 people have come in. Pakistanis, 1,613. 659 Iranians. 538 Syrians. We're not painting everybody with the same brush here. Some of these people may very well be refugees. But what is the first step that we must take right now? Joe Manchin, yesterday,
yes,
of West Virginia, Democrat, said, seal the border. Let's get the ones who are in, 3 million of them, on the path to citizenship. They can fill jobs here that Americans don't want to fill. But what is your idea?
Well, I agree with the first half of what he said. I disagree with the second half. Sealing the southern border and the northern border, too, Liz. This is ignored. That has to be the correct step of the next commander-in-chief. I visited the northern border just a few days ago. To call that porous is an overstatement. That is completely open. And when we look at the dangers of terror cells potentially in the United States, this is a national security issue for America. And so one of the questions, even as this relates to the Israel question, we need to get to the bottom of what the heck happened with the failure of U.S. and Israeli intelligence that allowed a disaster like this to unfold. Some have said that's a question for later. I think it's a question for now. But the wake-up call for the United States of America is that if this can happen in Israel, it can happen right here at home in the United States on our own homeland. And I think that's something, a new reality that we in this country need to contend with, open our eyes to that risk, seal that southern border, but even more importantly, use law enforcement to get to the bottom of who else is already here. And I've also said part of the plan here for supporting Israel is getting anybody who has been a resident alien in the United States, affiliated with Hamas or similar groups, get them out and even extradited to Israel if necessary. That's what it means to protect this homeland.
Vivek Ramaswamy, thank you for coming in studio. I suspect we will be speaking a lot, I hope so, as we get closer to the 2024 election.
It's good seeing you. Thank you for having me.
Too.